So today we will study about command line argument. Command line argument. So what is command line argument? The input which we give from the command prompt is called command line argument. What is input given from command prompt is called command line argument. Or like what does the Java do with this command line argument? So the JVM will create an array, and by passing that array argument, JVM will call the main method. Whatever we give input in the command line, with that input the JVM creates an array and passes to main method. So what is what is command line? Command line argument are the arguments which, like, in the form of input, which is given from command prompt. So command prompt is kind of a black screen. So whatever input, like whatever the data which we provide while running, like suppose there is a file a.java. So first of all we compile this file. How can we compile this file? We can compile this file by typing javac and the file name a.java in the command prompt, and then pressing enter. If there is no compile time error, or if there is no runtime error, the file will compile and the prompt will again prompt. So it will prompt like this, a dash will prompt like you have to enter new thing. So this is compile. Now we have to run. How to run the Java file? So we have to only write Java and the file name. So, and when we press enter, when we press enter, the JVM, what does the JVM calls the main method. The JVM calls the main method when, like, which main method JVM we call? It will search. The JVM will search for a.class file, and it will call the main method of which file? A.class file. So whatever we enter over here, so it will call that class file and it will search for the main method in that class file. So this is the normal procedure what we execute in normal programming. So what is command line? How we can enter into command line? Suppose we compile this file javac a.java. Now after successful compilation the file, and now I want to run this file. So now I will run java a. So this is, so along with the a, whatever data we give, suppose we give 10 and 20 and then enter. So these data acts, these are command line arguments. So these are command line arguments. So these are the input which we are providing to the main method. So you must have seen the main method syntax like this: public static void main, and here is a string. The argument is of string type, and it's an array of string type. So whatever we give as an input in the command line argument, it comes as an array, it comes as in format of an array to the main method. So this is the whole thing, what is like actually command line argument. So now focusing on this statement, so if we write suppose java a 10 20 30 and then we press enter, so these things goes to the array of the main method which calls the main method. So what is 10 20 and 30? So 10 is the index value, the args 0, args1, args2. We use this thing many times, like we normally use the main method as public static void main string args0, and in the command prompt we simply run java a. So at that time the input from the command line is 0 and there is no error, so it takes 0 input also. So there is nothing like we have to always give some value through the command prompt while running a file. It depends on our need. If we want to take the input from the command prompt at the runtime, so we have to provide. If we don't provide any input, the string array args value will be 0, like 0 can be provided. So now we will look into some examples how to work on this command line argument. So example 1. Suppose we are given a class 5. Let's take example class test public static void main string args, and then yet for int I is equal to 0, I less than equal to args dot length I plus plus. System dot out dot println args of I forgot to say about one thing. So what is that? Here, if we write this as length, so here, so this is the array name. So if we write args dot length, so it will give the length of the array. Here the length is like 3. So if we write args, so dot length is the method which provides the size of the array. So if we write args dot length, it will give us 3 as we are giving 3 inputs. Okay, so now we will look into the example. So suppose this is the question, and let me tell, like suppose this is the question and suppose we compile this file. So there will be almost 3 cases we will discuss about this. Suppose we compile this file and it compiles successfully. The program compiles successfully, and now at the runtime we are providing java test ABC, and this is the first input. The second input is java test AB, and the third input is java test A. So you have to tell like what will be the input in all the 3 cases. Okay, so just pause the video for 1 or 2 minutes and then take the output, and then we will proceed. Okay, so now let's discuss. So here, what is this test? Java test ABC. So this ABC goes to the args. So here, so let's see, here it's, so here it's dry run. So this ABC, this when we give the input as ABC, to it goes to the args. So this is args 0, 1, 2, and now this is like looks, it's int 0, I is equal to 0, I less than equal to args dot length. So what is the value of args dot length? Here args dot length is equal to 3. So is the condition true? I less than equal to 3? Yeah, it's true. And then we will enter here and it will print system dot out dot println args of I, that is args of 0, and the input and the output, the output will be What is args of 0? That is A. So the output will be A. Similarly, I plus plus, I value increases from 0 to 1, and then the condition verifies 1 is less than equal to 3. We will enter here and then we will print B. And similarly C. And in the third case where I is equal to 2, when the value increases to 3 and it comes here, I is less than equal to 3, the condition is true, that is 3 is equal to 3, and then here we can see that the args value is from 0, 1 and 2. There is no args of 3, it is not present over here. So here at that point of time we will get a runtime exception saying array index out of bound exception, array index out of bound exception. This is all together. Okay, so we will look into the second case. Suppose we give an input as A and B. So what will be the output? The output will be like similarly A and B, and the length value args.length will be 2. So at the second case, that is when it will come after 0, 1 and 2, and 2 is equal to 2, there is no args of 2 is not there. So what we will get? We will get runtime exception saying array index out of bound exception. And similarly in the third case where A is the only input, so args.length value is 1, but the loop will run 2 times for 0 and 1. For the 0 place we have A, and for the 1 place we don't have any input, so it will give runtime index, that is array index out of bound exception. So you can understand from the word, that is array index. So here we are looking for array of 3. So array of 3 is not present over here. So what is that error? So array index, so index type. So this is the mistake of the index, that we are not having the third index. So array index out of bound exception. So this runtime exception, if we replace this with the symbol only less than, so it won't compare for the third time. Like it will compare for 0 less than equal to 3, true, it will print A. 1 less than 3, print B. 2 less than B, print C. And in the case of 3 less than B, the condition turns to be false, and then it will come out, and then we won't get any error. So if we replace this sign with the less than symbol only, then the output will be A, B and C. And in the second case the output will be A and B, and in the third case the output will be only A. Okay, so let's take the second example. So now let's take second example. So now we will look into the second example. So what do we look into the second example? So what is here? So let's look. So we have created an string array args. So what we have done? We have created an string array x, y and z. We have created. So this array is pointing to this array args, and now we have created another array, that is args. So args is by default here in the command prompt. So this is equal to args. So now args, so suppose let's take the first of all we will take the output cases. So what will be the output cases? So suppose we run this file as java test abc. The second case is java test ab. The third case is java test a. So now according to the first case, args, so args is the argument which we are providing through the command prompt. So what we are providing through the command prompt? We are providing a, b and c. So args is an array pointing to a, b and c. And now argh is equal to x, y and z. Now according to this line, args is equal to argh. So argh will be assigned to args will be assigned to argh. So now ARGS will be pointing to, now onwards ARGS will be pointing. So this reference will be broken, and now ARGS is pointing to S, X, Y, and Z. So now we have changed the reference, like now for every string S in ARGS, system.out.println S, like till there is end of the string like S in ARGS. So now what is ARGS is pointing to? ARGS is pointing to X, Y, and Z. So it will print X, Y, and Z. So this will be the output. Now let's take the second case. In the second case, if we run this program again, so it will be Java test. So what is ARGS? ARGS is pointing to A and B, and after this is when the main started. So ARGS is pointing to A and B, and string ARGH is now pointing to X, Y, and Z. And now according to the third line, ARGS is equal to ARGH. So ARGS now will be pointing to, so this breaks, and now ARGH will be GS will be pointing to X, Y, and Z. And according to, for every string in S in ARGS, system.out.println S. So now ARGS is pointing to X, so our output will be same, X, Y, and Z. So there is no difference, like there if we give the input at A, B, C, or A, B. Now let us look into the third case. In the third case, we have given the input as only A. So ARGS points to only A, and this, and now ARGH according to this line, ARGH points to X, Y, and Z. And now according to this line, ARGS will be pointing to ARGH. So for every string S in ARGS, now for every string in S in ARGS, so now this is ARGS, so it will print out. So the output will be X, Y, and Z. Okay, so this is a few example through what can be asked, like in the interview questions they can ask with you. So now let's work upon the third example. So in the third example, we will come here to know a point, which is like within the main command line, whatever the input we provide, it will like execute like as an string form. Like within main method, command line arguments are available in main method. So we can make a note of it. Within main method, command line arguments are available in string form. So suppose if we give the input as the file, the Java file compile. So first of all, we compile this Java file. So after successful compilation, we are running this Java file with the input with the command line argument as 10 and 20. So it comes here, the 10 and 20, it comes here, it creates an array. It creates an array of 10 and 20. And now if we are writing like subsystem.out.println args 0 and 10 args of 1, so you will be thinking like it will add 10 and 20, it will give the 30 at the output, but this is not there. So it acts as a string, so it will like concatenate itself, like the output will be 10 and 20, so it will concatenate itself. Okay, and the last example is that this is the very important example. So this is very important. So whatever we provide, like there must be something, if we want to input a space, like if we want to, so like here we saw in the third example, we saw that it will concatenate itself and there is no space within. So suppose if we want a space between the input which we provided in the command line, so what we can do, like to input that space, we have to like type the whole sentence within the invited or the double quotes. So suppose we have written this file, we have written this is a short program in which we take an input from the user and we display it to the back to the user. So suppose the user gave the input as note and the space and there is book, so it's a note space book, but the output here it will come as only note. So it will, the command line prompt after while executing it prints everything which is before this space. So it prints everything which is before this space, so after the space it won't count. So suppose if we want to print this whole sentence notebook, so what we will do? So we will include this within the invited quotes so that it can continue after the space also. So if we run this command java test in invited quotes notebook, so the output will be note space book. So if we want to continue like, so we have to include the whole argument within the double quote. Okay, so that's all. This is all about the command line argument. So if you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section, or you can direct mail us to educationhub@query@gmail.com. Thank you.